right, Philadelphia, strap in. Because what we're about to dive into isn't just another trade rumor. It's a potential tectonic shift in the landscape of Major League Baseball, a move that could either cement our place as perennial contenders or leave us wondering what might have been. Are you ready to dissect the strategic chess match unfolding behind the scenes? To understand the intricate dance of assets and needs that could bring an All-Star Game MVP to the city of brotherly love? Because if Dave Dombrowski truly intends to hoist that commissioner's trophy, he's got to be willing to make the kind of bold, calculated gamble that defines championship franchises. For too long, we've witnessed the Phillies' valiant efforts, their electrifying moments, and their heartbreaking near misses, all while a persistent, glaring weakness has loomed large. The outfield. It's been a revolving door, a carousel of hopefuls and stopgaps, each brought in with the promise of stability and production, yet none truly delivering the consistent, high-impact presence required of a World Series contender. Think back to the parade of names, the Max Keplers, the Harrison Baders, even the recent, somewhat perplexing acquisition of Adolis Garcia, fresh off a couple of challenging seasons with the Texas Rangers. These players, while possessing individual talents, haven't coalesced into the everyday, game-changing force that an elite outfield demands. They've been temporary bandages on a wound that requires a permanent solution. This isn't a critique of effort or intent, it's a cold, hard assessment of results. When you're building a championship-caliber roster, every position needs to be a strength, and for the Phillies, the outfield has, regrettably, remained a significant question mark, a puzzle piece that refuses to fit perfectly. The difference between a good team and a great team often lies in addressing these critical deficiencies with decisive action, and that's precisely the crossroads we find ourselves at right now. Now, let's talk about a name that should send a jolt of excitement through every Phillies fan, Jarren Duran. This isn't just some intriguing prospect. This is a proven commodity, an All-Star Game MVP, a player who has already demonstrated his ability to perform under the brightest lights. The Boston Red Sox, in what could be a pivotal moment for both franchises, are reportedly willing to move on from Duran. This isn't a speculative whisper. It's a concrete report from a highly respected insider, Jim Bowden of The Athletic, who explicitly stated that Boston would consider a trade if they received a right-handed corner infielder or a starting pitcher in return. Let that sink in. An all-star caliber outfielder, a player with a dynamic blend of speed, power, and defensive prowess, is potentially available, and the asking price is well within the realm of what the Phillies could offer without dismantling their core. Duran isn't just an upgrade. He's a catalyst, a player who could inject a much-needed shot of adrenaline into our lineup and provide the consistent production and athleticism that has been conspicuously absent from our outfield for far too long. This isn't just about filling a void. It's about elevating the entire team's offensive and defensive capabilities, transforming a weakness into a legitimate strength. The beauty of this potential scenario, Philadelphia, lies in our organizational depth, particularly within our pitching ranks. Our farm system is a veritable goldmine of young arms, a testament to astute drafting and player development. However, we must approach this with surgical precision. While the temptation to acquire an all-star like Duran might lead some to consider moving a top-tier prospect like Andrew Painter, that would be a catastrophic miscalculation. Painter isn't merely a highly touted prospect. He's projected to be a cornerstone of our rotation for the next decade, a potential ace who could anchor multiple championship runs. You simply do not trade away that kind of foundational talent for an outfielder, no matter how impactful. That's a line in the sand that Dave Dombrowski, with his long-term vision, must not cross. The good news, however, is that our pitching depth extends far beyond Painter. We possess a wealth of other promising arms, prospects who are highly regarded throughout the league, and who could absolutely serve as the centerpiece of a trade package for Duran without mortgaging our future. This isn't about sacrificing our long-term stability for short-term gain. It's about strategically leveraging our abundant assets to address an immediate, critical need with a high-impact solution. It's about smart, calculated risk-taking that strengthens the team now while preserving its future integrity. Consider the ripple effect of acquiring Jarren Duran. His presence immediately transforms our outfield, providing a legitimate, everyday center fielder or a high-impact corner outfielder, depending on how the coaching staff envisions his role. His speed on the base paths would add a dimension of aggression and pressure that our offense currently lacks, turning singles into doubles and creating scoring opportunities out of thin air. His bat, capable of both power and average, would provide a much-needed boost in run production and on-base percentage. Defensively, his athleticism and range would be a significant upgrade, turning potential extra base hits into routine outs and saving crucial runs over the course of a long season. This isn't just about adding a player, it's about adding a dynamic force, a player who elevates the performance of those around him and creates a more complete, formidable lineup. This is the kind of move that signals true intent, a declaration to the rest of the league that the Philadelphia Phillies are not just playing for a playoff spot, but are unequivocally playing for a World Series title. The Red Sox have made their needs clear, and the Phillies possess the exact currency they're seeking without having to part with their most untouchable assets. This is a moment of truth, a chance to seize an opportunity that could define our season and beyond. So, Philadelphia, let's talk brass tacks. We've identified the problem, we've pinpointed a potential solution, and we've assessed the strategic implications. Now, I want to hear from you, the most passionate fan base in baseball. Do you agree that Jarren Duran is the missing piece, the dynamic outfielder who can finally complete our championship puzzle? Do you believe Dave Dombrowski should pull the trigger on a trade, leveraging our pitching depth to bring this all-star talent to Citizens Bank Park? Or do you see a different path, a different player, or perhaps a different strategy entirely? This isn't just about speculation, it's about the future of our beloved Phillies, and your voice matters. Share your thoughts, your hopes, and your strategic insights in the comment section below. Let's ignite a spirited debate that only this city can deliver. And if you're craving this kind of deep dive, this exclusive look behind the curtain of Phillies baseball, then don't just stand there. Become a part of our growing community. Hit that subscribe button, join the conversation. And let's chase that World Series together, one electrifying moment at a time.